There have been media reports that senior officials from Elon Musk's SpaceX company have visited Nepal with the aim of setting up their Starlink satellite internet service. The U.S. Embassy in Kathmandu reportedly coordinated the meeting between the visiting team and officials from the Ministry of Information and Technology. The embassy, in the meantime, has been expressing concerns over bureaucratic hassles in Starlink's operation in Nepal. If all goes according to plan, the project might expose Nepal to cost-friendly, reliable, and high-tech internet service via satellite connection. Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The bill to root out loan sharking endorsed from the Parliament by majority, 13 amendment proposals withdrawn, barring lawmaker Sulwal's proposal. Nepal Oil Corporation slashes prices of petroleum products. Prices slashed as per automated system. Petrol to sell at 164 rupees per litre. Fighters from the Wagner Group arrive in Belarus from Russia. Whereabouts of Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin still unknown. And Nepal's national women team clinched the two-match friendly international series against Bangladesh. Anjana Ranamagar shines for Nepal under the bars. The replacement bill tabled by the government in a bid to provide justice and relief to loan shark victims has been endorsed by the lower house by majority earlier this evening. Apart from Nepal Mazdoor Kisan Party lawmaker Prem Sewal, all the 13 other parliamentarians had withdrawn their amendment proposal. A meeting of the Parliament's Work Execution Committee earlier today had agreed to endorse the bill on loan shark from the House session today. The replacement bill was made after both the houses approved the ordinance introduced by the government regarding loan sharking. The ordinance had been introduced to amend some laws related to the Civil Code aimed at rooting out the social ill called loan sharking. The ordinance was tabled at the Parliament on 7th of May, just over 2 months ago. Since the ordinance became ineffective after 60 days of submission, a replacement bill was tabled to avoid the situation where the bill could have become null or void. Ruling Alliance Janata Samajwadi Party that advocates on the rights of the Madheshi people earlier had expressed objection to the ordinance brought by the government on loan sharking to take action against loan sharks. However, the party withdrew its amendment proposal later on for the majority endorsement of the bill. The center of the crime of loan sharking has been witnessed in the Madhesh province, which was clear by the number of loan shark victims that arrived in Kathmandu from the province to protest. Loan shark victims had been coming to the capital from various districts since the past 1 year to put forth their grievances to the government. The main party of Madhesh province had proposed to take only light action against the loan sharks. Janata Samajwadi Party lawmakers Pradeep Yadav, Rajkishore Yadav, Ranju Jha, Sushila Shrestha, among others, had registered a proposal at the Parliament to be lenient while taking action against the loan sharks, going against the victims. The parliamentarians also demanded to scrap the provision to take action against the loan providers who threatened to collect the given money. They had also proposed to lower the punishment, prison term, and fines for the loan sharks. Janata Samajwadi Party lawmaker Pradeep Yadav suggested to lower the prison term to 3 years from 7 years. The proposal registered by parliamentarian Vidya Bhattrai had registered a proposal for a 7-year prison term and 1 million rupees in fine. Out of the 24,000 complaints filed by the loan shark victims at the Commission for Investigating Illegal Transactions, 1,900 have been taken care of. 20,000 complaints alone had been registered at the 8 districts of Madhesh province. Nepal Oil Corporation has once again decided to opt for automated price system in the prices of petroleum products. After paying back all the due amount to the Indian Oil Corporation, the state oil monopoly has decided to introduce automated price system again. Nepal Oil Corporation has slashed the prices of petroleum products effective from midnight tonight. The state oil monopoly has reduced the price of petrol by 6 rupees, while that of diesel and kerosene by 4 rupees. Likewise, the price of cooking gas, LPG, has been slashed by 10 rupees. As per the new price listings, petrol will now cost 164 rupees per litre, while diesel will cost 146 rupees per litre. Likewise, in Tarai region, petrol is priced at 101.5 rupees per litre. The new price listing will be effective from midnight tonight. Meanwhile, the 7 different types of taxes remain intact. After buying petrol at rupees 85, the government imposes 7 types of taxes to sell a litre of petrol at 164 rupees. Likewise, the oil corporation buys diesel at 90 rupees and sells it for 146 rupees per litre. With the introduction of the automated price system, the oil prices will either increase or go down as per the listings sent by the Indian Oil Corporation. One more individual has been arrested by the police in the infamous Lalita Niwas land scam. The Central Investigating Bureau CIB of Nepal Police arrested Keshav Bahadur Tuladar for acquiring land from Bhatpatini supermarket chain operator Meen Bahadur Gurung. Tuladar had acquired 2 ropanis of land from Gurung some 19 years ago. Prior to this, Tuladar had been arrested in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam as well. Right after Tuladar was released on bail of 1.5 million rupees today, he was captured by the CIB for his alleged involvement in the Lalita Niwas land scam. Along with the capture of Tuladar, the total number of people arrested in the land scam has reached 18. The District Court Kathmandu today gave permission to keep in custody for 5 days those who were arrested earlier in the case. Meanwhile, responding to the habeas corpus writ filed by businessperson Meen Bahadur Gurung and Secretary Krishna Bahadur Raut, the Supreme Court has directed to produce all the defendants in the case. In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces what they say about the trend of lawmakers setting aside the budget for themselves. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
कानुन बनाउने सांसदले कानुन पो बनाउनु पर्छ त बजेट बोकेर हिँडेर कानुन बन्छ त
सांसदहरुको पैसा प्रतिको चाहिँ अथाह मोह र उहाँहरुको चाहिँ आफ्नो जिम्मेवारी प्रति चाहिँ जिम्मेवारी बोध नहुनु नै यसको मुख्य कारण हो
विकास भन्दा पनि मतदाता रिजाउनलाई यसले महत्त्व दिन्छ
कसैले बजेट दुरुपयोग गर्न नपाउन् त्यो ढंगको षड्यन्त्र बनाउनु पर्छ
सांसदहरु आफूले पनि आफ्नो जिम्मेवारी पद मेरो भूमिका के हो भन्ने यो नछुट्याउँदाखेरिको नबुझ्दाखेरिको परिणाम हो
सांसदहरुले नीति निर्माण गर्ने हो कानुन बनाउने हो विकास र निर्माण स्थानीय निकायले गर्ने
यो चाहिँ नीतिगत भ्रष्टाचार हो
संसद विकास कोषको लागि बजेट विनियोजन हुनु खासै गलत कुरा त हैन तर यसको सदुपयोग भएको खासै पाइदैन
राज्यको सम्पत्ति दुरुपयोग हुनु हो
बजेट परिचालन गर्ने सरकारका आफ्नै संयन्त्रहरु छन् नि बजेट परिचालन गर्न संसदले नै पैसा बोकेर किन आउनु पर्यो
कार्यकर्ता पाल्ने किसिमले चाहिँ यो बजेट विनियोजन गरेको हुन्छ
स्थानीय जनप्रतिनिधिहरूले जस्तै भने बजेट विनियोजन गरेर आफ्नै लागि बजेट छुट्याउनु चाहिँ मेरो लागि चाहिँ अलिकति गलत जस्तो लाग्छ
सारै ठुलो गलत हो जनता कसरी बाँचेका छन् भन्ने कुरो विवेक नभएको कुरोले त्यस्तो भएको
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what should be done to facilitate health services in remote areas? 56% voted for A, managed workforce, 12% voted for B, initiative from local level, and 32% voted for C, investment in infrastructure. Here's today's question. Why have some local levels not introduced their budget despite the end of the fiscal year? Your options are A, political disputes, B, incapable leadership, and C, ignoring laws. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international update. Fighters from the Wagner Group have arrived in Belarus from Russia, Ukrainian and Polish officials said yesterday, a day after Minsk said the mercenaries were training the country's soldiers southeast of the capital. Two sources close to the fighters said some Wagner fighters have been in Belarus since at least Tuesday. The Belarusian Defense Ministry released a video on Friday showing what it said were Wagner fighters instructing Belarusian soldiers at a military range near the town of Osipovichi. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Wagner's move to Belarus was part of a deal that ended the group's mutiny attempt in June when they took control of a Russian military headquarters, marched on Moscow, and threatened to tip Russia into civil war. Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin has not been seen in public since he left the southern Russian city of Rostov-on-Don late on 24th of June. The Belarusian Hajun project, which monitors military activity in the country and which is viewed as an extremist formation by Belarusian authorities, said a large column of at least 60 vehicles entered Belarus overnight Friday from Russia. It said the vehicles, including trucks, pickups, vans, and buses, had license plates of the self-styled Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics in what is internationally recognized as Eastern Ukraine.
Sports news.
Nepal's women national team has won the two-match friendly international series against Bangladesh. In the second match of the series played today, Nepal won in penalties to clinch the two-match series. Team Nepal are playing against India A in their second match under the ACC Emerging Nations Cup. The match at Sri Lanka's Premadasa Stadium is scheduled for 10:15 a.m. kickoff Nepal time. Following their 4-wicket loss against Pakistan A in the first match, Nepal will be looking for much improved performance against their fancied rivals. In the match against Pakistan, it was only Sompal Kami who had made some impression with the bat with 75 runs. Nepali batters' inability to play the short ball has been the biggest weakness, which has been exploited by the opponent players. Coach Monty Dasai said that the batters will be tested one more time with the short-pitched deliveries in the match tomorrow. India, on the other hand, will be looking for their second win of the tournament, having won the first match against UAE by 8 wickets. In another match of the tournament, Pakistan A take on UAE. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.